This is the AQHA Ranch Riding. The order of go to be seen will be from the January retest. Maneuver number 1 is a walk. The second maneuver is side pass left over the log, then back to the right halfway. The third maneuver is walk over the logs into an extended trot. The horse should collect before the corner into a trot. That's maneuver number 5. Number 6 is a lope in the right lead. Maneuver number 8 is left lope. Number 9 is extended lope before the corner and also includes a collected lope. Maneuver number 10 is stop, left rollback, and lope, no lead designated. Number 11 is extended trot. Maneuver number 12 is trot. The horse should trot around the corner. Transition to maneuver number 13, walk. Maneuver number 14 is stop and back. Maneuver 15 is a 360 each direction, either direction first. The horse starts at a strong walk, then we have a break a gait, penalty 1, minus half the maneuver. The horse is inconsistent, hits the log. There's no penalty application here, but this maneuver is very poor, minus 1. Average over the logs, the rider had to help, so the horse is 0 on that maneuver. Into a strong, extended trot, plus half. The horse collects at the corner to an average trot with average self-carriage, into a right lope with a good stride, but average attitude, average guiding, it's 0. A good lead change is plus half. Into a stronger, more forward left lope with better self-carriage, plus half the left lope. Average transition into extended lope, average expression. Poor collection. The average for that maneuver is 0. The stop, rollback, and lope maneuver is very poor, minus 1. Poor transition into a good extended trot averages to 0 for that maneuver. Good trot with average guiding, average expression is 0 for that maneuver. The horse fails to walk, so maneuver 13 is EM, eliminate maneuver, minus 1.5, into an average stop and back 0. A good first 360, a poor second 360 averages to 0 for a total score 1 penalty point, and eliminate maneuver penalty 67.5 total. Because of the penalty EM, this horse cannot place above any horse which completes the pattern correctly. The horse starts at an average to good walk, but then lacks guidance and willingness, and the walk becomes a 0. For the side pass, the horse is somewhat resistant and sluggish at the beginning, but then completes the side pass accurately to earn a 0 for that maneuver. The horse shows good ability to negotiate the walk over the logs. That maneuver's +1/2. Into an extended trot with good expression and guiding, it's a 0 or +1/2 maneuver. Good transition into a good trot is +1/2. The right lope is average in cadence and balance, it's 0. The lead change is completed correctly, but only earns a 0. The left lope, the horse leans, lacks balance, is -1/2. Into a good extended lope, but not enough a collection to earn more than a 0. Then a very poor rollback with a penalty 3 break a gate, and a -1 for a very poor maneuver. The extended trot is average in stride and expression. The horse is 0 in that maneuver. Into a 0 trot, as the horse is average around the corner and in his stride. A lack of consistency in the walk, it earns a 0. The stop is good, the back becomes slightly crooked, it remains 0. An average in both 360s for 0. Total score 67 with 3 penalty points. This horse demonstrates a forward moving, ground covering walk with good expression, +1/2 on the first maneuver. The horse stays straight and is accurate in the side pass, but lacks the efficiency to be more than a 0 for that maneuver. Horse navigates well over the logs, stepping carefully, +1/2. Good transition into a good extended trot with expression, +1/2 on that maneuver. Good transition down to the trot, yet maintaining forward movement and self-carriage, +1/2 on the trot. The right lope is average into an average ranch horse lead change. The left lope shows more self-carriage and is a good maneuver at +1/2. We have an average to good extended lope into an average and poor collection. That maneuver is 0. Square stop, average rollback, average lope, 0. The horse extends well in the extended trot, but lacks the expression and guiding to be more than a 0. Again, it moves forward at the trot, but is only average to poor around the corner for a 0 maneuver at the trot. The walk lacks the forward movement to be more than a 0. The stop and back starts out as a good maneuver, turns into a poor maneuver for an average of 0 there, and 2 poor 360s are -1/2 on the final maneuver for a score of 72 on that horse, no penalties. This horse shows a very good ground covering stride with very good expression, +1 on the walk. The side pass starts out inconsistent, unresponsive, is a poor maneuver, minus half. Yet the horse navigates the logs well, plus half for the log maneuver. In good transition into a good extended trot, plus half on that maneuver. Very good transition into a good trot, which somewhat lacks guidance, so that maneuver stays plus half. Average transition into a poor lope. The horse lacks forward movement and self-carriage, minus half on the right lope, minus half on the lead change. Average self-carriage and forward movement in the left lope, this is a 0. Into a good to average extended lope, but an average to poor collection, so the combined that maneuver 0, with a poor stop and roll back into an average lope, minus half for that combination. A poor transition into a good extended trot. The extended trot maneuver averages to 0. We have good guidance around the corner, but the horse lacks the impulsion to be more than a 0 in the trot. Yet it steps into a strong forward moving walk towards the wall. That maneuver is plus half. Average stop and back is 0. The 360s are average for a ranch horse, 0 score on that maneuver, for a total 71. This horse shows enough length of stride and expression to be a plus half in the walk. The side pass starts out rough and unresponsive, but improves as it goes. The horse continues and stays straight and moves up to a 0 score for the side pass. Good expression as the horse picks its way over the logs, plus half on that maneuver. Good transition into a long strided extended trot, plus half. The horse barely slows to a 0 trot. Zero in a very average lope with an average 0 ranch horse lead change, and continues into an average left lope. Not enough difference between the extended and collected lopes in this maneuver to be more than 0. Good square stop, very good rollback and lope, plus half. The horse is good in the stride at the extended trot, but fails to guide, so remains a 0. An average trot, an average guidance around the corner, 0 for that maneuver also. An average walk. The stop is square, the back is average, 0. And average in responsiveness and efficiency on the 360s for a 0, 72 total score for that horse. This horse shows a good ground covering walk, plus half the first maneuver. The side pass is correct, 0. The horse navigates over the logs for a plus half. Break of gait, and because of the lack of consistency in the break, penalty 1, and -1/2 for the extended trot, but a good transition into a good forward trot plus half the trot maneuver. The right lope, the horse lacks consistency in frame and guidance, although it's moving forward, so it remains a 0. The lead change is flat, efficient, effortless, plus half. The left lope, the horse starts with a good extended lope, but the collected lope is somewhat pushy and average to poor, so an average of 0 for that maneuver. And an average stop and left roll back, 0. Good transition into a good long strided extended trot, plus half. Another good transition into a good trot as the horse guides average but remains a plus half for that maneuver. Good transition into a good forward walk, plus half. The horse is good in the stop but inconsistent in the frame, so the stop and back is 0. And average on each of the 360s, also 0. 1 point penalty with a 72.5 total.